We good to go?
It feels like the perfect night for Swiftcast, a Taylor Swift podcast by the fans for the fans.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of Swiftcast.
Woohoo! Can't believe we're on episode 6 already.
I know. I don't know where the time's going. It's crazy.
Yeah, but then again, I was missing for the past 2 episodes, so...
This is Ashley.
Belle.
And Emily!
She returns, and Haley is working fail, so we'll miss her this episode. Sad. Sniff.
But we have a lot of exciting stuff to talk about today.
We do.
We really do.
Taylor had several recent concerts and a few that are coming up soon. On Tuesday, May 7th, she was in Louisville, Kentucky, which I was at. That was my 3rd consecutive Red show after going to Lexington and Detroit, and sadly, the last one I'll be at for a while until later in the summer, but it was a great show. And the wildcard song was Enchanted, which was amazing to hear acoustic. I'd never obviously heard it acoustically before. That was just...
I'm jealous.
It was great.
Did you take a video?
I did, and maybe I can put it up on our website. I'm sure people will.
I was going to say put it up on our website or our YouTube.
And normally when I've been waiting at the show for the B-Stage song and Taylor starts playing the first couple of chords, I can instantly pick out what it is, but I couldn't really figure out what it was for the first few seconds. And then the second she started singing, I was like, oh my god, Enchanted! And she didn't really do an intro speech or anything to it, so I don't know if people had been requesting it or if it was just something that she felt like playing, but I'm really glad that she did.
Sometimes I feel like it's a mix of both.
Yeah, because sometimes people request songs that, unfortunately, a lot of her fans who haven't been around her as her fans for that long just don't know, and I think she really wants to sing something that most people would know. But personally, I kind of feel like there are two groups of fans, like people that have been there since the beginning who know every single song, and then people who mostly only know the songs on the radio. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with that fully.
And I feel proud of myself because I haven't been there from the beginning and I still know most of her songs.
Yeah, so most people
You
either
backtracked.
make an effort to know all of them, or they just know her from, what they've just heard around. And I would say on this tour, every night she does this thing where she asks you to scream if you've seen her in concert before or if you've never seen her in concert before. And it sounds like the never seen her in concert before screams are always slightly louder.
Oh, it's good though. She's just, keeps climbing to get more fans here.
So I definitely think that kind of explains some of her song choices on the acoustic set to be a crowd pleaser for those people who haven't seen her before. So anyway, Enchanted was great. I was really glad I was there for that. And then the next night, which I sadly was not there, she went to Columbus, Ohio, and for the 3rd time on this tour, sang our song.
Why does she keep singing that?
Somebody must be requesting it a whole lot. I don't know.
Well, or it goes back to what you just said about, how she's playing things that are familiar, because, I feel like, Our Song is one of those songs that, yes, it's old and it's from her first album, but even if you're a new fan, you probably know it.
Probably, but
true.
she definitely has other more popular ones that she hasn't done yet. She hasn't done Back to December yet, which I really thought she would.
Oh, yeah.
And
I want to hear that.
she only did Tim McGraw once, and people keep requesting it. And she hasn't done Teardrops on My Guitar either.
I feel like if she does Tim McGraw again, it's going to be at the end of the tour at one of the Nashville shows.
I think so too. But yeah, there are definitely other pretty well-known songs she hasn't done yet. So I guess we'll see what she does. I really want her to sing Fearless. I'm surprised that she hasn't sung that yet.
I want her to sing Fearless and Long Live.
Yeah. And the other song I really want her to sing, but I would bet she never will on this tour, is Hey Stephen.
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
yes.
I love that song. And I would love her to sing White Horse.
She sang that. Yeah, I was at one of the shows that she sang that.
When? Was it?
It was in Omaha.
Well, clearly I've been out of it.
Well, the beginning of the tour feels like ages ago, doesn't it?
It does, and it's making me sad because I feel like I'm going through withdrawals because I went to 5 shows really close together, and then I haven't been able to go to one since, and I'm like, and then I'm hearing all these stories about all the shows that are going on right now, and I'm getting a little red nostalgic.
My next show isn't until July, and I was so upset because I was actually just in the DC area this weekend, and I wasn't there to attend her show.
Sad.
I was so upset.
Speaking of DC, last night, as you said, was the first DC show, and she sang Never Grow Up, which was really adorable if you saw the video. And I think it makes sense with it being Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are speculating that she's going to sing The Best Day tonight, but by the time you listen to this episode, we'll have found out what she sang, but at this point we're just guessing. But I think that's a good guess.
I would be really surprised if she didn't sing The Best Day. I feel like she almost guaranteed that she will. I would be shocked if she didn't.
I love that song.
I feel like her original intention was to save it for just tonight for the first time, but somebody requested it a couple weeks ago in Cleveland, so it won't be the first performance of it on this tour, but I still think she's going to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
So then, coming up, her next show is on May 16th in Houston, which I believe is another stadium, though I'm not sure.
Man, her stadium shows, I'm jealous that you've been to one.
Well, I don't really count it since it was an outdoor. I really want to see an outdoor one. Well, I will in Chicago, but that's a while away. So
ours are going to be outdoor.
We'll see what songs Taylor comes up with at those upcoming shows. And speaking of upcoming show news, Taylor made a really exciting announcement. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The Red Tour is coming to Australia and New Zealand.
Woohoo!
We're very excited.
I'm jealous. Can I go too?
All our Australian Swifties. I know. I think Taylor, if you want to just bring us with, that would be cool. So she's going to be playing in Auckland, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, and Melbourne. And I believe it's 4 different stadiums and 1 arena that she's going to be playing at. And the first tickets go on sale May 21st, which is in about a week. And you can go onto her website to find out all the details about that. And I think it's really cool because this is the first time she'll really be touring around the time of her birthday.
That is kind of cool.
And I bet that this will be one of the best birthdays she's ever had, spending it playing to a sold-out, I'm sure, stadium in Australia.
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
I don't think she has a show on her actual birthday, but she has one the next day. Do you think that they're going to bring the entire tour exactly the way it is to Australia, or do you think they're going to make any changes?
I don't know, because, I mean, when she's gone, to different countries in the past, I feel like the set has been a little bit different than it has been in the U.S. Am I correct on that?
If I remember correctly from Speak Now, when she went to Europe and Asia, which was before the U.S., it was sort of a more condensed version of the show, but then when she went to Australia, which was after the U.S., I'm pretty sure it was almost exactly the same as the U.S. show.
Okay. That'll be interesting to see what the set list turns out to be then.
Do you think a koala will show up on stage again?
It better!
That was one of my favorite things from last time.
That was amazing.
Was it a
so
real
funny.
koala?
I think it was stuffed.
Yeah. I love this video, though, of, when she is actually visiting a real koala, and she's the koala, literally puts its arm around her and hugs her.
Is that when they tell her that it's very vicious?
Yeah! They're like, yeah, koalas are vicious, and then the koala gives her a hug, and it's like, really? Really? Doesn't look too vicious to me.
I just want pictures of her photobombing some kangaroos.
That wasn't in Australia, though. That was just recently.
That was giraffes.
No, I said I want some.
Oh. Yeah, she needs to go photobomb more zoo animals. That was pretty funny.
And now it's time for Keeping
Up with
Swift.
Woohoo! Woo! First, we have our New Girl reminder. It's airing this Tuesday, May 14th. Taylor is playing a character named Elaine, who is trying to break up her ex's wedding. This sounds a lot like the song Speak Now, and my hope is that they actually use the song, but they probably won't. Our idea is that we want to create a Swifties React video, so please send us video clips of you reacting to Taylor's role to swiftcast13@gmail.com.
And this is something that we kind of want to start doing on an ongoing basis. Whenever Taylor does something new or exciting, whether it's a video coming out or an announcement that she makes or a new single or any sort of Taylor news, obviously, as you know, this show is all about the fans and we always want to get your feedback. So we want to start doing a Swifties React, either like segment of our episode or video compilation or anything where we can just get tons and tons of feedback from all of you guys and incorporate it into our show. So as you're watching The New Girl, tweet us, tell us what you think, tell us your favorite lines, your favorite parts, send us screenshots if you're watching it online, anything. Go on YouTube, make a video of yourself with your reactions to the episode. We just want to hear everything from you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And, we haven't exactly posted a video yet on our YouTube channel, so we kind of want this to be our debut YouTube of you guys reacting to The New Girl.
And then hopefully it'll become a series that, as I said, we can start doing every time Taylor does something exciting, which she does a lot of exciting things, so I'm hoping this will be something ongoing.
So our next bit of news is that we have some new news regarding the Everything Has Changed single. Originally last week we had heard Ed saying in an interview that there wasn't going to be a music video for Everything Has Changed, so we were sad about that. And now we have some more specific news. There actually is going to be a video for Everything Has Changed, but Ed and Taylor are not going to star in the video. In a recent radio interview, Ed commented, "People always say eventually you'll have to be in your videos, but the album Outside of America has done 3 million copies so far without full music video releases." So, we don't know exactly what that means yet. Is it going to be animated? Are they going to use actors? Is it going to be like a lyric video? Because the lyric videos Taylor's done are really cool. So we just don't know what this video is going to entail. All we know is that Taylor and Ed themselves aren't going to star in it, which to me is a very interesting concept because here in America, I'm very used to, musicians starring in their own music videos. And Taylor's always done her own videos. So This will be something very new and interesting to see.
And I think one thing that we've seen over and over is that Taylor is very good at picking the right director for each video that really does a great job bringing the story to life. So whatever she does, I don't know. It'll be different, but I think it's going to be really, really cool.
I agree.
I trust them and their judgment. I think it'll be amazing either way.
Taylor's not just somebody who would say, "Hey, I'm not going to be in this video, so yeah, show it to me when it's done." Right? You know that she'll, and I'm sure Ed too will be very involved in the whole creative process. So even though they're not in it, they'll definitely, in a way, still be in it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We'll be able to see their personal touches everywhere.
I'm really excited to see a new kind of video from her.
Me too. This is going to be really interesting, I think.
Although I'm still very sad that they're not in it.
I know. It would have been really cute.
Yeah. I really wanted to see Ed and Taylor in a video together. That would have been adorable.
Since they're both apparently 8 years old together.
That was the funniest quote ever.
We were so excited about that last night.
Yeah, Ed has this quote where he's like, "I think the combined age of maturity of me and Taylor together is 8 years old."
I remember the first time that I ever heard of Ed Sheeran, I had no idea who he was when Taylor had tweeted sometime last summer that they were bouncing on a trampoline writing songs together. And I was like, who is this person?
Oh my goodness.
He's a Weasley!
He is a Weasley. He's like the lost Weasley brother.
He is totally the lost Weasley brother.
So we're not sure yet exactly when the video will come out, but the single was said to be releasing sometime in June, so hopefully we'll get to see the video early this summer. And
exciting!
Moving on to some Diet Coke related news. I know a few episodes back we had told you about the Diet Coke scavenger hunt where you can go to the Diet Coke Twitter account and follow along for when they post clues and then have a chance to win either tickets or pit passes for your specific City of the Bread tour. And then they sort of seemed to stop doing it for a couple of weeks, but now it appears to be back. They just did it for Washington, D.C., so I'm hoping that they'll be doing it for the other cities coming up. And you do have to be 18 to participate, but go on their page and follow along then they'll announce when they're going to start the scavenger hunt for each city, and that could be a great way to win tickets. So good luck, and if you do it, let us know how it goes. We hope that it would be really cool if someone who listened to us won, don't you think?
That would be awesome.
You get a really cool commemorative silver ticket if you win.
That's cool.
I kind of
like
just
that.
want that ticket. I've been to 5 shows.
Right.
I want a commemorative ticket.
I wonder if anyone who has won has sold it on eBay.
Probably not, because I bet it's a pretty diehard fan who ran around the city looking for it.
This is true.
I don't think scalpers were running around looking for this ticket.
Probably not, no.
But
True.
also, in more Diet Coke news, they recently, just this past week, launched the Diet Coke Young Designer Challenge, which this is a really cool contest, and it's not really something Taylor has ever done in the past. Basically, they want a Taylor fan to design their newest Diet Coke t-shirt. And the winning design, which there are a few rounds of judging and voting to get eventually to the winner, but the person who with the best design will win $10,000, have their shirt available to purchase at Target, and get to go meet Taylor at the last Red Show in Nashville.
I'm totally entering.
I have no design skills at all, but I need to get some.
Right? We'll hire an independent contractor.
Yeah, it's fine. No.
Like, you get 1,000 out of the 10 if you win. If I win.
It just sounds really cool. And I know that just from some of the submissions and things that we've gotten from fan projects, there are definitely a lot of artistic Swifties out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully somebody awesome will enter and win. And I'm gonna try.
The deadline to get all of your submissions in for the first round of judging is May 31st, so you have a couple of weeks, but definitely if you're interested, get working on that. And then I believe after that, there's a round of voting on their website, and then following that, there's a panel of celebrity judges who will end up picking the winner. So
That sounds so
get your
fancy.
design in by May 31st. And they also have all the details on their Facebook page, along with what sort of file it needs to be, the specifics for the design, how to get the right colors from the Diet Coke logo. So all the information you'll need is on their page.
So first of all, you have to go through a round of votes and then celebrity judges vote?
I think so. I don't remember the
So
exact
basically
order,
it's like
but
the American Idol of t-shirt designing.
It is.
This is
Just
crazy.
without Randy Jackson and Nicki Minaj. I forgot who, it was a fashion designer who was the main celebrity judge. It wasn't Taylor, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, so, go get your talent on.
Definitely.
Our next bit of news is that Taylor was at the Met Gala on Monday, May 6th. She looked absolutely beautiful.
I loved her look.
Oh
too.
my goodness, she looked gorgeous. I feel like it was unlike anything we've ever seen on her before because the theme was like, what was it, Punk Goes Rock or something?
Yeah, some punk chaos or something with punk.
Punk Chaos or something. So she looked gorgeous. Her dress was designed by Jay Mendel, and it was just gorgeous. She actually bonded with Gwyneth Paltrow, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, there were some really cute photos of them together.
Yeah, I looked at them, and I love both of them so much. She had black nail polish, which is also a new look for her because that's not very Taylor. We just want to know what everyone thought of her her outfit, her hair, etc. We know there were some people on Twitter who were freaking out over the fact that she didn't have bangs.
And she had one curl.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that complains about how she wears her hair. She can wear her hair however the heck she wants, in my opinion. It doesn't bother me. However, I did like the fact that she pinned her bangs back. I just thought it was a really cute look for her. And then someone posted this picture on Tumblr that was really, really cute. It was like a picture of Taylor from when she was like 5 or 6, basically. And she's like in a little school uniform, and she has her hair basically done the exact same way as a little kid that she had at the Met Gala.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And they were like, Taylor says she'll never change. See? And it was so cute. It was so cute. I think I reblogged it on my Tumblr, my personal one, but it was like the cutest picture ever. But I think she looked mature, she looked sophisticated, she looked, daring. And I thought that was an incredibly good look for her because she really pulled it off well.
It was funny because, as you said, she had black nail polish on, and normally during the tour, before she performs Red, she talks about all the different places you'll see the color red, and she mentions her nails, but at the next show the next day on Tuesday, she left out the part about her nails because they were so black.
Yeah. Well, at least she remembered, and she wasn't like, look at my nails! Oh, wait.
Oh, just
that would have been really
kidding.
funny.
But yeah, I thought that was funny. I always like seeing her in different looks. It's refreshing.
I agree, actually. I really like that she just, changes it up and kind of finds her own style. Definitely awesome. So speaking of the whole Taylor and Ed thing, there's more Taylor and Ed news.
I love them so much. I know, I sound so thrilled.
So exciting. No. In all seriousness, though, Taylor and Ed was talking, Ed was talking actually in an interview, and said that him and Taylor actually wrote a total of 3 songs together when they were, working on a song for Taylor's album. Everything Has Changed is the song that made it onto her album, but there are still 2 more songs kind of out there floating around, or more specifically on his iPod, and or as he says directly, chilling on his phone. Or 2 more songs chilling on his phone that they wrote together. So
That's a
we
really
just wonder
safe
if,
place.
Yeah. Now there are going to be a million Swifties trying to find his phone and steal it.
right? They're going to be trying to hack into his phone system.
Well, if he's anything like me, he might drop it in the toilet, so.
Or that.
Hopefully he has another
That's
copy
what
of it
happened.
saved somewhere.
That's what I was personally thinking.
When you have something important on your phone that you forget to save anywhere else, you're gonna inevitably destroy your phone.
Well, this just happened to our friend, so.
Yeah. Lost everything. So, we were just wondering, are these songs gonna end up on another album of Ed's or another album of Taylor's? Are they ever going to make an appearance, or are they always just gonna be out there just out of our reach and we just can't touch them even though we know they exist and they're there?
Just chilling on Ed's phone.
I always think about all the Taylor songs, however many hundreds, if not thousands, there must be that are just sitting in a vault somewhere that we'll never get to hear, and it makes me so sad.
I know, it's sad.
Remember 2 years ago, she said something about how, oh yeah, I've already written 100 songs for my next album.
Yeah.
And we were just
can we hear them?
And then I'm pretty sure she scrapped most of those, because the majority of Red songs seems like were written a lot more recently than that.
Exactly.
I think she actually said, and I can't swear to this, but I'm having this vague memory that she actually said that the songs that appeared on Red were mostly written, ones that actually made it onto the album within the last year of the album coming out.
Yeah, I definitely remember that.
I feel like the only probably exception to that was All Too Well.
All Too Well, yeah, which is the first song she wrote after her writing block.
But I think
Don't
the
get me
rest were
started
a lot
on that
more
song,
recent.
please.
Yeah, I agree.
So we just don't know where those songs might pop up. And I know a few months ago on Twitter, there were rumors going around. Ed had mentioned to a fan during an interview that there was a good chance of there being a Red Platinum edition coming out, but no news has ever surfaced since. So since it came from Ed, I would hope it was true. But my guess would be that if they do release it, they'll release it around the holidays. That's just my guess.
That would be a very cool holiday surprise.
I was going to say I'd ask her for Christmas, but let's face it, I'll probably buy it myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's not really something you can wait.
Yeah, that's this very second now, right now.
And, I mean, thinking about it and thinking about how Taylor usually times releases of whatever item she's working on very well, they might somehow tie it together with her new perfume.
This is
I
true.
always forget she has a new perfume coming out. There's just so much stuff to remember about her.
So today's Sunday, May 12th, and in a week, the Billboard Awards are on.
Woohoo!
I've been looking forward to these for a while. One, because Taylor has so many nominations. She has 11, including the Milestone Award, which is a huge award. And also just to see what she performs, which I'm guessing it's going to be 22, but we really never know for sure with her until we see it.
Yeah.
I'm just excited that I'm finished school so that I don't have to be doing homework during another award show where Taylor is performing.
There's a lot of good performances on the show. I think Selena Gomez is performing too.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. I love her so much.
I wish I could go.
I hope that if Taylor does 22, I hope that Selena is a part of that performance.
Oh, that would be so
That would
cute.
be adorable.
Wouldn't it?
I love their friendship. Their friendship is amazing.
I agree. I love them. Oh, and don't forget the Milestone Award is fan voted.
Is the voting still going on?
I believe it is. I haven't voted yet today, but I believe it is still going on. It's billboard.com/milestone, so you might want to click on that and see if the voting is still open by the time you hear this, depending on how quickly you hear it.
Vote for Taylor.
I think
Vote for
it's
Taylor.
still open.
I don't know if it goes till the very last minute or not, but
Right.
I would definitely encourage you to try so that we can vote for Taylor as much as possible.
So it feels like a perfect afternoon for some mini segments right now.
Woohoo!
Our first is a Swiftie problem submitted from TaylorFan696 on Twitter. It says, my parents not understanding that you stay in the car until Taylor's song is done on the radio. I completely agree with this because whenever Taylor's song is playing on my iPhone, since I'm one of those weird people who don't listen to the radio, even if I'm sitting in my driveway in my car for like 3 minutes, it doesn't matter. I have to listen to the song.
Yeah.
Our next one is from the Swift Factor on Twitter, and she said, deciding whether to write a 13 or an I heart question mark on your hand. Swiftie problems.
I loved this one.
I've done that before, the I heart question mark. Our next one is submitted by our co-host, Ashley.
Hi.
Listening to Taylor's entire discography and wanting to sing along, but I can't because I'm on the bus. Well, you can, you just get stared at, but you can. Can't and won't are two different things, Ashley.
I was on the Greyhound last Saturday at like 6 a.m. on our way to Detroit, and it was a very long trip, so I just put on my whole Taylor playlist, but I would have gotten such weird looks if I sang.
See, I was lucky on my way to Virginia. I put on my whole Taylor playlist, and actually, by the time we almost got there, my mom was like, can we listen to something other than Taylor? And I was like, no. Deal with it.
Nope, not gonna happen.
I was like, no, we must listen to Taylor. And then Holy Ground came on and I just went crazy. And I was like, this is why we must listen to Taylor. Our next one is from Taylor Updates 12. Tonight feels like the perfect night for concert planning with my sister and listening to Taylor Swift 13. Uh-oh. And it's tagged Red Greensboro.
That actually is a fan who we'll talk about. She's doing a project we'll talk about later in the episode, but I just wanted to give a shout out to her because she is really nice to us and
she's very dedicated. She favorites and retweets everything we post. So yes, shout out
really appreciate it.
12.
Yeah, they really appreciate the support
so much.
You're awesome. So we just wanted to say thank you for helping us get the word out about our podcast and everything. That's really sweet.
Our next one comes from 17_Serena on Twitter, and she said, going on the internet for a research paper, but ending up looking at old Taylor videos. Swiftie problems.
Yeah, that's like my Tay-CD basically problem too.
Save that for the Taylor Dictionary. That should go in the Taylor Dictionary.
Yeah, I need to save that one. I need to save that one because, yeah, I go on the internet trying to think of, I have a plan of one thing I'm going to do, and then somehow I get distracted with something Taylor related. That happens to me all the time.
No matter what I'm doing, that always happens.
Same. This is the story of my life this past semester.
The really funny times are when I'm trying to do one thing Taylor related and then get distracted by another thing Taylor related, and it's just a whole mess of Taylor.
That takes it a step even further.
Oh, yesterday. Ashley, this is why we keep you around.
Yesterday I was trying to make a collage of a bunch of my Red Tour photos, and then I kept getting distracted by other Taylor related messages that I was getting.
Yeah, but eventually you did make it. I saw it on your Facebook. It looks awesome.
Thanks. I got a free 8x10 from Walgreens, so that was exciting.
Nice.
Sure. Our last one is submitted by 13SwiftFan_13. 13_SwiftFan_13. It feels like the perfect night to go dancing in the rain. In your best dress fearless?
I was gonna say, that is such a Taylor thing to do.
That is very much a Taylor thing to do. So thank you guys for all these submissions, and we just wanted to remind you that there's lots of different ways to get a hold of us. If you want to submit to any of our mini segments or, give us an opinion on anything we discussed or get a hold of us for any reason whatsoever, you can go on our website at swiftcast13.com and there's a contact form. You can email us at swiftcast13@gmail.com. You can tweet us at swiftcast13. You can go on our Facebook at facebook.com/swiftcast13. You can Taylor Connect us at swiftcast13. Woohoo!
Basically, just remember Swiftcast13.
Yeah, pretty much.
We love hearing from you. It really makes our day and our week so much happier.
It does.
We do, and basically all of us read, well, not basically, all of us read the emails, all of us read the tweets, all of us read your messages on Taylor Connect, even if it's only one of us replying. Just know that we all get to see what you say to us.
Okay, so now it's time for our Taylor quote of the week. And as we've been doing the last few episodes, we always try and pick an inspirational Taylor quote. And you guys have sent in some good ones, so keep sending those in for sure. It can be either a quote Taylor has said in an interview, or just a quote that you read somewhere, or really anything that Taylor has said that you think is interesting to discuss. So,
and we also have like a collection of them that you've sent that we are planning on using in future episodes. So if we haven't read your quote yet, that doesn't mean that we won't.
We definitely will.
Exactly. Yeah. We're keeping them in our email.
This week's quote is, "Never believe anyone who tells you that you don't deserve what you want."
I love this quote more than I even know how to express.
Me too.
I was just about to say almost the exact words.
Like the way that I feel about it is, how many times have I, and I'm sure both of you have been through this too, been treated like you don't deserve what you want. Like literally, word for word, pretty much this quote. By other people.
Exactly. Too many times. I mean, like, Belle, you know the situation with my sisters.
Yeah, they're not very nice to you.
And they always tell me, oh, you need to pick a different major. Like, you shouldn't be a dancer. You're not good enough. Blah, 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 blah.
I just feel like it's, if you're willing to work for something and something matters enough to you, who the heck is anyone else to, like, make some comment or judgment on you? Like, regardless of what the situation is. Like, who does anyone think that they are to do that?
I completely agree, and I once had somebody tell me that they didn't think I deserved to meet Taylor because they were unhappy with something else that I'd said, or I don't remember, but it was just like, how can you tell somebody that? I've been to 10 Taylor concerts, and I've never met her, and I hope that I meet her, but that's not the reason why I go to the concerts. I go because I love Taylor, and I think that someone who's been to 1 concert, or 0 concerts even, deserves to meet her just as much as somebody who's been to 1 million. It doesn't matter how much Taylor stuff you own. It doesn't matter if you know every single lyric to every song or not. If you love Taylor and you are inspired by her, you deserve to meet her, and she would love to meet you, and that's just a fact.
Yeah. That's what I think is so incredibly ridiculous about people that will tell somebody they don't deserve to meet her. I'm like, Taylor would never say that.
Exactly.
So why are you? I think it just amazes me sometimes about how Taylor is incredibly, vocal about her feelings and her opinions, and she's, an incredibly nice person who's just supportive and all this other stuff. And so it baffles me how anyone can, be a fan of hers and then basically tell somebody the opposite of something that she says.
I agree, and I mean, even when she was trying to get her career started, people pretty much told her that. They told her that she couldn't write and record all her own songs, that there wasn't a place for her, that it wasn't going to work out, and she just didn't listen to them.
Yeah, she's gone through a lot to get where she is. Not only that, but she hasn't settled or compromised anything. Like, she had a development deal with RCA, and they wanted to, like, turn her into this little pop princess and manufacture her, and she walked away from that deal, which, having no idea that she would ever get another opportunity, Like, that could have been her only shot, but that wasn't how she wanted to do things. She's like, this is what I want, and this is the way that I want it. I want my creative freedom. Yeah, I want to be a singer, but I want to write my music. I want to perform me,
It's amazing to have that strong convictions at such a young age.
It is, because in this business, I feel like Taylor has revolutionized the music business, because I feel like up until Taylor, before Taylor, everyone assumed that if they're going to have a record deal, they're going to have to do whatever their management wants them to do, or their, the record company or anything else. Like, I don't think people really knew that they could have the kind of creative freedom that Taylor does. I feel like she's opened that door for musicians.
I agree so much.
And, for that not to have been sort of like a known option, and I feel like now people can be like, well, Taylor Swift did it and became a success. Why can't I be myself? And you know what I mean? But before that, she didn't have that to compare to. And she still walked away from a deal because she didn't feel like it was right for her. And she had no idea that she would ever in 1,000,000 years get another opportunity.
It's interesting because that sort of reminds me about a situation in my life. I work in marketing, and I work for an educational company, and I really like it. But my ideal job would be doing what I'm doing now, marketing, but for a music company, because the music industry is honestly the industry that I'm most interested and passionate about. And I would really have to change so much about my life to make that a reality. But I do think it's possible.
People are always going to try to push you down. They're always going to discourage you. But ultimately, like, the choice is always going to be up to you.
And as Taylor would say, I think we'll regret the moments when we don't speak up.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Let's throw another quote in there that is completely relevant. If you have one shot at life, it might as well make it your best shot.
Agreed. Well, thank you, Taylor, for providing us yet another inspirational quote to discuss. And let us know your thoughts about this quote.
Yeah, get a hold of us and let us know what you think about that, or if you have any stories that are, like, relevant to that quote or anything. We want to hear them.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, we have a very exciting piece of Taylor news to discuss.
Yay!
What recently came out this week?
I think it was, I'm trying to remember. Was it a video?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It might have had to do with the highway.
And driving or something like that?
Might have had to do with an older man who was really, really gorgeous.
The Highway Don't Care video just came out.
Yay! It did.
It was released this past Monday, May 6th.
Through a Google Plus Hangout, via Tim McGraw, and it was the first music video ever to be premiered that way.
That's very cool that they did that.
That is way cool. And mucho impresto.
I enjoyed it, but I could tell what was going to happen.
See, that's the thing, is I had no idea. Like, as I was beginning to watch the video, I felt like it was really kind of like exactly what I expected it to be. Kind of a little bit, I don't want to say bland, but just kind of like predictable.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the video, pause this recording right now, go on YouTube, watch it, and then come back and listen.
Yeah, because we are going to spoil it through our discussion, so if you don't want to hear it, go watch it first.
Do you want to just sort of recap the story of the video for anybody who might not remember or hasn't seen it?
Yeah, let's do that.
So basically, it starts out with scenes of this girl being upset, and then flashing back to different scenes with Tim McGraw. Sorry, I think someone else can explain it better. I can't even remember.
No, you're right. It's, she is basically upset, getting in her car, looking at her phone as she's in the car, kind of crying, and Tim he's just kind of like, they just show Tim McGraw's character basically kind of going about, like, mundane daily activities, like shaving, but they kind of showed it in a way where you could tell, like, he was sad, Like, something had just happened in his life that was kind of significant, and so, I mean, you're left to basically conclude that they just broke up, obviously. And the girl's leaving, and, at first it was like, the girl, like, the way that they were picturing and doing the cinematography, it looked like the girl was the one from the point of view the song was going for in the beginning. Like, I can't live without you, baby. And then they showed, like, reflections of Taylor, like, in the car door and stuff like that, during those parts of the song. So you think that, she's the one that's really upset and really missing him, and he's just like, sad things ended. And then out of the middle of nowhere, and this is something I totally didn't expect, her car crashes. And the scene is really, it's a little
gory.
squishy. Yeah. They show her body at this weird unnatural angle, like sitting halfway out of the car, and that, I could have done without that extreme amount of, that made me kind of.
Should have had like a warning on it.
that made me kind of go, like,
I was not expecting it to take that route.
Yeah, that came, and at first, like, I didn't understand it, because I'm just like, what is this? Like, how is this relevant to the story? Like, at first I
expected the car crash, but I did not expect it to be so bloody.
Yeah, it was squingy. Yeah, for sure. I could have done with a little less squinch, and the point would have still gotten across for me, but, yeah, okay, If I'm watching a horror movie where I know somebody has a chainsaw, is gonna gut somebody's entrails, that's fine. I see it coming. I know what's gonna happen. But I didn't expect this. I was like, emotional and, kind of like enjoying the bland, semi-predictable video, and then boom! Weird angled body hanging out of the car, and I'm just
that was so creepy.
Yeah, that definitely caught me off guard.
It was 50 Shades of Nope.
And then, after that, it kind of shows the girl being airlifted to the hospital and whatnot, and you don't really know exactly what's going to happen. And then, as it cuts through more scenes, you realize when the Tim McGraw character is racing to the hospital, like, he's not the boyfriend, he's actually the doctor.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until like 5 minutes ago.
That was actually, like, another huge shocker to me because, I assumed he was the boyfriend. I assumed that as I was watching the video at the beginning that, they had just broken up and that he was just kind of sad,
That's what it looked like.
And, yeah, so you completely think that's what happened. And then, you realize he's the doctor. And then I feel like everything that you thought about the video in the beginning is, like, flipped.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because there's like the guilty looking teenager standing outside the room with her parents, and you're just like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, and it just kind of blows you away because like everything that you assumed at the beginning of the video isn't really what was going on. And I don't know, that was just like intense. And another scene that I really liked was it wasn't like bloody car crash part, but it was showing the broken glass on the ground and reflections in the broken glass.
And Taylor kept popping up.
Yeah, like that was really like that made me like sniffle because I just feel like that was an incredibly good cinematographical. I think I just made up a word. Cinematographical display of like using a physical situation to have an incredible amount of metaphor toward the song.
And I think they also showed Keith Urban's reflection in the glass too.
Yeah,
they did playing the guitar.
And that is just like kind of a metaphor for like what is going on. Like it's like you're broken on the inside and then it like it completely shifts and you're broken on the outside and like I don't know if I probably didn't say that the way I'm thinking it, but
I mean it made sense to me, but a lot of weird things you say make sense to me.
Truth.
But yeah, I don't know, when I was watching the beginning of the video, it seemed like it was going kind of along a predictable relationship storyline, and I did not expect that huge plot twist at all. I
didn't either. Yeah, that caught me way off guard.
Threw you for a curveball.
And I really do not like car crash scenes in general, like on TV shows or movies or anything. They freak me out so much, and it was very late at night when I was watching this too, so I was just like, I was upset after I finished watching.
I was just kind of like, I mean, I was definitely impressed by the fact that they led you to believe one thing, and then they completely flipped it around on you, because, like I said, I didn't see it coming, and up until that point, I didn't see the car crash coming. Like, I felt like the video was predictable,
Yeah.
I expected that to happen. I expected it to be Tim McGraw, and a girl, and, a breakup, and that, like, I expected that to be the theme, and it seemed like that was the theme until the car crash. And then it just completely, like, showed you that you just assumed wrong the entire time up until that point.
For me, it's like, the car crash was so obviously going to happen that I'm just like, I want to shake you and be like, how did you not see it coming?
I don't know how I
really
didn't. I just didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It didn't.
I think it's just because I accepted the fact that, like, that I had this picture in my head about how the video was going to go, or how I assumed it was going to go, and then it fit that picture in my head up until that point, so I just didn't think to look past, like, you know what I mean?
Maybe it's because I hadn't heard the song until I watched the video.
Yeah, see, I have, like, a handful of times, so I just...
Yeah, same.
I don't know, I just had this predictable image in my head that it just seems to fit up until that point, so...
When I first heard the song, the very, first couple of times I heard it, I was really wondering if Taylor was when she was singing, was supposed to be the love interest, or if she was just supposed to be the voice on the radio.
Yeah, I mean, it quickly, because, at the very beginning of the video, it quickly becomes apparent that she's not the love interest.
Right. Well, I thought she's probably a little young to play opposite Tim McGraw, but, I mean, they could make it work. It's definitely so different from any other Taylor video that we've seen, and just because of, like, all the bloodiness of the car crash scene, it's probably the only Taylor video that I won't go out of my way to play over and over again.
I feel like I'll only, like, go back and watch it when I'm just in a certain mood. Like, I'm emotional and I just need, like, an emotional video to watch like that.
The song will never be the same.
No, definitely not.
No. Yeah, now that I've seen that video, it'll definitely change my perception of the song when I listen to it more. For sure.
We got a variety of different feedback from some listeners. One comment that we got was from Amanda on our Facebook page, and her quote was basically, she said, "I watched it once and I probably won't again. It felt like a public service announcement about distracted driving, and the crash was really gory. I liked Taylor's parts, she looked really pretty, and I still love the song, but it was just kind of haunting, not the kind of thing you'd want to watch over and over." I agree.
I actually agree with her. It felt like watching an episode of Glee.
I see her point, though, because, she crashed because she was distracted by her phone.
They did an episode of Glee exactly like that.
I was going to say, Emily, it's funny that you say that, because I remember that Glee episode, and on that episode, it was so obvious to me that they were headed to a car crash, but then in this video, it wasn't as obvious to me.
That was the episode I stopped watching Glee.
Like, okay, I'm done now.
I was like, okay, you pushed the limits.
Because it's definitely a hot issue that a lot of people are talking about, that a lot of celebrities have jumped on board about, and it's definitely important not to text and drive or do anything distracted, but yeah, I can see where it could seem in a way like the video was sort of being too, like, in your face, preachy about that, or I don't know.
No, I see what you're saying. I remember that recently there was like a study or something that said like driving while texting on your phone is basically like equal to like driving drunk.
Yeah, and there was also a new study that my mom told me about that even just looking at your GPS is equal to texting while driving.
Because it's just you're taking your mind off of the actual road in front of you.
Yeah. So it's like I understand, but at the same time, like I'm there to watch a video. I'm not really there to.
I'm there to enjoy myself. I'm not there to get a life lesson.
And then we had some listeners who wrote into us who really liked it. Gabby562 on Twitter said, I loved the video. Taylor and Keith were just the right touch. The video shines a light on the texting dangers, and the actress did a great job along with Tim, Taylor, and Keith. And then another comment we got was via email from Alessandra, and she said, the video is really good, and it turned out to be similar to what I expected. I especially enjoyed it when Taylor appeared in all the mirrors. The only thing I have against it is that the doctor holding the cell phone while working out in the beginning misled me to think the girl was texting him until the guilty teenage guy with the cell phone at the end of the video was shown. I agree.
You go, Alessandro Coco!
That's exactly, I agree with you, Alessandra. That's exactly what I assumed, too.
Yeah, but I think that was all intentional, so that was pretty clever on the director's part.
It was when I read Alessandra's comment that I realized, oh, Tim wasn't supposed to be the love interest.
Yeah, I didn't totally get it the first time I watched it either, because I was all thrown off by the car crash, and then, yeah, I realized it afterwards.
You're just like, everything was all wrong about everything.
But Taylor looked gorgeous.
Taylor looked very gorgeous, yeah. And I like the fact that she was, like, meant to be metaphor in the video. That was kind of cool.
I'm a huge Keith Urban fan, so I still fully support the song, because I love all of them. So thank you to the fans that submitted their comments about the video, and if you have any further thoughts, definitely share those with us with one of the ways that we mentioned earlier. And now we're going to move on to some of our current fan projects that are going on. And the first one I wanted to talk about was... We do have a lot, and we keep finding out about more and more, which is awesome. There's so much going on in the community. So I still have my Dreaming in Red ticket giveaway going on, which I've mentioned the last few episodes, where if you weren't able to get tickets to the Red Tour, you can send me an email to dreaminginred13@gmail.com telling me your story of why you weren't able to get tickets. And at this point, so this giveaway was hosted totally out of my own money in addition to a donor that was helping me. And we've provided tickets for 5 different fans to go to the concert. We gave each person a pair of tickets to the city of their choice. So Taylor tickets, as you know, aren't cheap. So I can't promise or guarantee when the next giveaways are going to happen, but I'm basically just accumulating letters so that as more cities on the tour get closer, if I hear about any way to get tickets, or if I'm able to afford them, or if I get other donors on board who are helping, then hopefully we can send some more people. So keep sending those letters in.
I think it's so awesome that you're doing this, by the way.
And now that all my winners have now gone to their shows. The 5th one was last night in DC, and I've just heard the most amazing stories from them. The girl who went to Columbus, Ohio, got her hand grabbed by Taylor.
Aw, yay.
And that was her first Taylor concert ever, and I think her first concert ever. So yeah, it's been really nice hearing all of their stories, and I got to meet one of the girls in Louisville last week, and she was really excited. Her and her sister had a blast, so I'm really glad that I got to do this, and if there's any way for me to continue it, like I said, I'm gonna still try, so stay tuned.
Our next update is the hashtag Taylor Just Say Yes to Our Love Story. That's my friend Bernice, who really wants to get married on stage at a Taylor concert, because I guess Taylor means a lot to her and her fiance, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have any new updates. The last thing I heard was that management, or a couple of members of Taylor's management have gotten a hold of her and basically told her that they just don't have time to do that. So she's trying to present like alternative ideas, like maybe getting married in Club Red or something like that, some way that they can do that without like, messing up the timetable of the concert, but I don't have any new updates on that. However, what I do have is that Bernice and her best friend Sarah is the girl who actually won the GMA contest when Red came out. So that was really cool.
Sarah. She's so nice.
She is really sweet. I love them both. They're so nice. Anyways, they're both nannies, and they were at the show last night in DC, and they kept tweeting Taylor to play Never Grow Up because they wanted to hear that for their little kids that they nanny. Like a Mother's Day type of thing. And Taylor ended up playing Never Grow Up. So, yay!
That's so cute.
That's so cool.
Maybe she saw their tweets. Maybe she saw their tweets and played it for them. So, that's awesome.
At least she didn't play our song again.
Right? So, yeah, congratulations to them for getting to hear the song that they really wanted to hear from her. That's really cool.
But speaking of popular Taylor songs, there was a really cool YouTube video that I found. It wasn't specifically submitted to us, but I thought it was cool enough to mention. There's a guy named Chad who has a YouTube channel, and him and his friend made a 1-minute mashup of playing the guitar, doing tiny little clips of about 20 different Taylor songs and fitting them into a minute-long video. It was just really cool. You just have to go watch it for yourself. We'll put the link up on our website, so you can go check that out. And he's also on Twitter. His Twitter handle is at Chad, CHAD, Neat, NEIDT, and his YouTube is under the same name. So this is a really cool video, and I love whenever people make really creative fan videos to Taylor songs.
That's really cool. I'll have to check that out. I haven't
It's
yet.
sort of like almost a rock remix of some of her songs.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, I just came across it today and I thought it was worth mentioning.
Our next fan project is the Smiles for Swift project. It's a project a few fans on Taylor Connect are running where you, the Swifties, send in a picture of you smiling to the email smilesforswift@outlook.com. The instructions are to please add your Taylor Connect username to the email so the people running the project know who you are, and they're going to edit the photos into a video tied together with a smile playing. I can only assume this is because so many people want this song played, and we're not sure she's going to play it since she hasn't yet, and literally millions of people have tweeted her asking for it to be played. The video will go up on YouTube on the 21st of September, which I'm not sure if you guys know is the last day of her tour, or at least the American leg of her tour. So please send all photos in by the 13th of July. There will be more info on our site under the Fan Projects tab.
That's a really cute idea.
I think it sounds like a pretty cute idea, and I'm definitely going to submit a photo for it because that song has special meaning for me.
I think that song, I know we were just saying how not a lot of people, maybe not enough people at her recent shows would know that song, but for those of us that do, it's a very personal song. And it's about struggles, it's about struggling with things. And I think that that's something that pretty much everyone can kind of relate to. And it's kind of personal and it's kind of sentimental. So I think, it's completely understandable to, I think I like what they're doing. They're getting together a bunch of people that are just normal people that all have struggles and all have issues and putting them together with this very meaningful song. So that's my guess on why they're doing it. I don't know, but I think it's cool.
Another project that we wanted to mention is a fan named Mary, who's organizing a fan meetup at the Greensboro, North Carolina show, which is happening on September 12th. And she's doing the VIP experience for that show. But whether you're doing VIP or just have regular seats, if you're going to the show, she'd love to meet you and just get together with a whole big group of fans. So you can find her on Taylor Connect. Her username on there is Taylor Allison Swift Updates. And isn't she also the girl who we talked about earlier?
Yep, same girl. Yeah, the one that's really supportive of us.
Yeah.
She's actually been tweeting our friend Bernice because they're going to meet at the concert.
Nice.
I only mentioned that because it's been in our mentions and I've had my phone in my hand.
Cool.
So, yeah, she would love to meet as many of you as possible, and you can go on her blog on Taylor Connect. Taylor Allison Swift Updates is her username, and let her know. and we will put that link on our website as well.
Awesome. And the next fan project is going to be a fan-made video to Stay, Stay, Stay. And the project is being ran by Lee Rye 30 on TC. And basically what he wants you to do is send in, like, a picture or, mostly video, or picture or... What he's asking for is people to send him little short video clips of them, like, lip-syncing or dancing or singing to Stay, Stay, Stay. Or, if you have, like, a talent, something like that. Like, I don't know, if you can juggle bowling pins or I don't know. Like, whatever. Something cool and creative. Or whatever you're doing. And he wants you to send these clips into taytaynews@hotmail.com. And he's going to edit everything into, like, like a consecutive video of Stay, 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 of, like, people lip-syncing or, things like that. But of various fans doing it. So if you want to participate in the project, just email your clips to taytaynews@hotmail.com. And message him on Facebook at taytaynews if you want, like, a link to the video when he's done making it.
I think that you should submit a picture of Haley?
Oh, we were just talking about this last episode, and I told Haley I was going to do it. I have a video clip of Haley, like, jumping up and down with her fists, like, during the part where it's like, you think that I'm funny when I'm mad.
I wish
really
you
funny.
had videotaped me, because remember I did the entire dance?
Yeah.
And everyone in our section was, like, staring at me.
Yeah, I realized when I went to the show this week, my 5th show, that even without trying, I know the whole dance now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I know it by the 3rd show.
Yeah, it's fun though. I love her and Amos's interaction during the performance.
Well, my favorite is on the CD version when she's like, "Oh my god, that was so fun!"
It's so cute.
I wish she said that live on stage.
I sound
feel like
like
you
her when
should,
I
yeah.
talk now.
That's so fun.
Oh my god, that's so fun!
So I'm excited to see the finished video for that.
Yeah, me too.
The next project is the Swift Universe audio project. Kevin is creating an audio CD of fans' messages to Taylor. The rules for this project are it has to be less than 3 minutes long, it has to be an MP3, WMA, or WAV format on the lowest bitrate possible to save on kilobytes on the CD so other Swifties can join in. You can say whatever you want as if Taylor is hearing it, because hopefully she will. When finished, email your audio to the swiftuniverse@live.com. He was going to try to get it to Taylor during the Red World Tour.
Cool.
Is that Kevin McGuire?
No, it's a different Kevin.
I was very confused by that since there was no last name. Sorry.
Different Kevin.
I'm definitely going to do something for that.
I mean, I feel like people are always making videos and stuff, but, I don't think anybody's really thought to do that before. Like, make an audio CD of, like, fans' messages to Taylor. I think it's kind of cool.
I could totally see her if someone handed it to her during the show, popping it in her tour bus that night and just listening.
Yeah, agreed. Everybody makes, like, books of letters and stuff like that, but I think this is kind of an idea I haven't heard before.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. And the next project we want to talk about is a project that we are going to be running. And basically, throughout the entire tour, not just the US leg, but we're going to wait till, like, the world tour is over, we are going to create a Swiftie fan yearbook. And we're going to do it, like, in yearbook format, literally, with, a bunch of different fans. And all we're asking for, like, we don't have all the details completely ready right now. And what we're planning to do, I think, is, like, we're going to end up selling it on, like, Cafe Press, and we want to end up donating all the profits to the Ronan Foundation, but we'll have a lot more information on that later. What we need from you guys right now is if you have any pictures of, like, you guys dressed up in your costumes at the shows, or with cool signs, or maybe some cool pictures you took of Taylor and the band and the dancers performing, or anything like that. You can start sending us your pictures to swiftcast13@gmail.com, and that's just kind of our initial step one of starting to figure out how to put all this together. And it's going to be a long time before it, comes out, because we want to wait till the entire tour is over to do it. But that's just our initial introduction of the project and what you can do right now to start with it.
It's going to be really, really cool, you guys. And there's definitely going to be pictures of us, your hosts, in it, because we've had some pretty awesome costumes so far. If we do say so ourselves.
I agree.
I attempted to be the Wonderstruck Enchanted bottle for my last concert, but I didn't really find...
I thought you pulled it off greatly. I thought it was really super cute.
Thanks. I didn't really find the right kind of hat to be the cap of the bottle, so It didn't completely look like the bottle, but it was still cute. So you can check out all of the fan projects that we just mentioned on our website, swiftcast13.com, under the fan projects tab, and each one has its own little section with the details that we mentioned and whatever contact info that you need to get involved. So definitely go check those out. And if you are working on any fan projects or know of somebody who's doing a cool one, let us know, because we want to know about as many projects as possible.
Remember, this podcast is for you guys, the fans, so we want you to be as involved as possible.
And I know that a lot of these projects can be pretty time-consuming, and people want to get the word out however they can, so feel free to use us as your free advertisement. We don't mind.
We don't
really
mind.
don't.
That's what we're here for.
And finally, our last segment for this episode, our Taylor Dictionary, which was one of my favorite segments personally. And I really like the word that we have this week because it's pretty relevant to my life at the moment.
Mine too.
Mine too.
This was submitted by Victoria Britton on Facebook, and she gave us the word Swiftbucks, which means money that you spend on buying Taylor Swift-related things.
Absolutely. I feel like Taylor Swift-related things should have its own currency, literally.
I
And
agree,
it should be
and I
called
think-
Swiftbox.
I think you should get bonus points and like loyalty cards and things like that for the more that you buy.
Oh my gosh,
You
yes.
should get loyalty points for buying concert tickets just for Taylor. Because
Absolutely.
I would own like 2,000 loyalty points at this moment, or like 20 bajillion.
It's really funny because
yeah.
obviously I buy most of my tickets on Ticketmaster, and it'll send me a little reminder like a week before saying, reminder, the Red Tour. And I'm like, I wonder if Ticketmaster somehow thinks it's strange that it keeps reminding me for the same tour over and over and over again.
I've actually wondered the same thing because I bought so many tickets and now I'm no longer going to so many shows.
It's sad though, because then you get a reminder like, your town concert's coming up, and you're like, no, it's not.
That's what happened with Detroit, because I bought a ticket when they first went on sale and then decided not to go, so I sold the ticket, then got the reminder a week before and was really sad. Then was talking to my friend and we were like, maybe we should go. So we did.
Guys, this is Emily. I would just like to say that I have extra tickets to Los Angeles, Nashville, and I have a few left for Philadelphia that I'm selling at face value. So if you would like to contact me at my Twitter. It's on the website, and I can definitely hook you up with some tickets. They're all single seats, however. I'm not sure if you're going to want to buy them or not. But if anyone is looking for tickets and would like to come to Los Angeles, Nashville, or Philadelphia, please contact me because it would make me so happy to sell you guys tickets if you don't have any.
Awesome.
After going to 5 Red Tour shows, I'm definitely running low on Swiftbucks.
Same here. That's how many I've been to as well.
I've been to 3 and I'm running low on Swiftbox.
But what can you do? So, I know I said that our Taylor Dictionary was the last segment, but I lied. Sorry, guys. We want to make a quick announcement about our giveaways that we have going on, because we all love prizes and we love giving them to you. So, our Twitter giveaway will be starting today. We're going to tweet when it starts, and it's going to run through May 18th. And this is our 22 giveaway, so you can win a cat ears headband and a pair of heart-shaped sunglasses, which both are like the ones Taylor wore in the 22 video.
Actually, the cat ears are the exact pair that she wore in the 22 video. Not the exact pair Taylor wore, but they are the same
cat ears.
They're the same cat ears.
So check out the giveaways page on our website, and that will tell you how to enter, and then you can also watch our Twitter, and we'll tweet when it's time to start entering for that and how to do so.
Absolutely. And also, keep an eye out on our Facebook, because we'll be doing a future Facebook giveaway at some point in the near future, and also another iTunes giveaway. We don't have dates for those yet, but we will keep you informed. But for now, we're doing the Twitter giveaway, so you can watch our Twitter for how to enter on that, and you can also check our website at swiftcast13.com for information on the giveaways tab.
So, thanks for joining us, everybody, on episode 6. We covered a lot of things today.
We did.
Really
This is a
did.
long
I'm so proud
episode.
of us.
So we hope you enjoyed it, and as always, we'd love to hear your feedback. So Give us a tweet, Facebook post, email, whatever you want. And until next week, this has been Ashley.
Belle.
And Emily.
And we will see you next week.
Love, love, love.
Hand hearts.
We love you.
We heart you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next week.
We are in no way directly affiliated with Taylor Swift.